Right now, just a reminder, when the graduates enter the arena, it is tradition for everyone to rise and stand. At that point, you'll be welcomed by our class president, who will remind you to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. Look forward to having a great ceremony. Thank you.
Welcome, parents, family members, teachers, staff, administration, Board of Education members, and High School South class of 2021 to the 46 commencement exercises for West Windsor-Plainsboro High School South. I am Class President Josh Samuel, and I will be Master of Ceremonies for today. Now, if everyone would please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and please remain standing for the national anthem sung by the senior members of choir. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the national anthem. You may be seated. And now, I would like to introduce a man known more by his last name than his first name, Akash Boba, your class speaker, ladies and gentlemen.
Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times. Welcome to the final show. Back in June of 2017, sitting amongst a crowd of teary-eyed 8th graders, I was listening to the soundtrack of Harry Styles' hit single, Sign of the Times, reminiscing my days at Grover, but also anxious for the pirate life ahead. Well, the choice of music at that 8th grade banquet held little meaning to me back then when 2021 seemed oh so far. The lyrics hold a much different meaning to us now. To celebrate this day, graduation for the class of 2021, without bringing up the sign of the times, would be a disservice to the High School South students, faculty, and families who have persevered in the face of adversity. From unthinkable loss fueled by a pandemic to civil unrest sparked by the death of George Floyd to unprecedented division sowed by a divisive election, this last year has undoubtedly been painful and difficult for us as pirates and for our nation at large. For me to tell all of you to go off and embrace the world in stride, given these circumstances, would be for me to ignore the nuance that we as a society need now more than ever before. And so with that said, I have two simple pieces of advice for us, the class of 2021. Number one, appreciate the complexity in life. We live in a society where simplicity reigns supreme, where 30-second TikToks and 280-character tweets come to define our identities. It's this increasing willingness to simplify even the most complex narratives into sensational tidbits that perpetuates misinformation and in the process divides the communities, families, and relationships we cherish. So what's the solution? Unlike the problem, it's just a bit simpler. Seek discomfort. If there's anything South has taught us over these last 4 years, it's that the answers we deserve demand discomfort. From solving polynomials in Algebra 2 to breaking down Jacksonian democracy in APUSH, our quest for an understanding was often complex and difficult, challenging us as pirates to think past the superficial. It's in an application of these very principles that we must embrace a mindset of informed skepticism, where we as pirates and as individuals can develop our own authentic worldviews by embracing new perspectives with an open mind and questioning all that we don't quite understand. Number 2, embrace risks. As Lin-Manuel Miranda playing Hamilton succinctly puts it, when you got skin in the game, you stay in the game. Over this last year, many of us have come at a crossroads between action and inaction, between accepting the status quo and breaking out of the quotidian. It's a matter of fact that our society is incredibly flawed. And so what we need are problem solvers. Problem solvers who are willing to step out of their comfort zone, to take initiative and enact change. Over these last 12 months alone, we've seen members of our South community take a stand. Whether through supporting healthcare workers with mass donations, ensuring accountability in anti-racist policymaking with the WWP, POC, or even by standing by the sports and activities you're passionate for with the Let Them Play movement. Pirates, we are those problem solvers. The problem solvers who embrace the nuances in life and continue to put our skin in the game. So class of 2021, now it's our turn to change the sign of the times. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2021. I'd now like to introduce a close friend and our class valedictorian, Daphne Howe.
Honored guests, fellow graduates, friends, and family, welcome and thank you. Our growth throughout our time at South and this very ceremony would not have been possible without your unconditional support. So I couldn't be happier to celebrate the class of 2021 with you here today. Over these last 4 years, I've watched in sheer amazement as my elementary and middle school classmates have grown into hardworking, determined, and compassionate young adults. Adults who are unafraid of challenging the status quo, who stand up for their beliefs, and show love to each other without hesitation. It's truly been a privilege to have known you all, and I'm humbled every day to bear witness to your successes. Graduation is a time for celebration, but also for reflection. So in these final minutes, as we wait in anticipation to turn our tassels, I'd like to ask, what was difficult? What lessons have you learned? Who are you still in the process of becoming? For starters, this year has certainly been a bitter pill to swallow, as social distancing mandates pushed us apart, and with the Zoom education making it difficult to remember there were other people behind the screen, we sought to maintain the core ideals of compassion and empathy that define us as pirates. As for what I've learned, we cannot just resist cynicism. We must fight it actively in ourselves and in those we love, because there is nothing more difficult and gratifying than living with a sincere and constructive hope for the human spirit. When we read Maria Popova's speech in our English classes last year, I was struck by this idea, but didn't quite understand it. Because deprecation and indifference are easy. Looking for beauty in destruction and goodness in loss is unimaginably difficult. But we did it this year, and now we have been gifted the ability to continue the task beyond these walls. Finally, who are you still in the process of becoming? No one can answer that question except for you, so I urge you all to take a moment to reflect and remember. Because while this day may soon become history, the relationships and memories we've made, it's true, will have an immeasurable impact on the people we have yet to grow into and the ways in which we will shape our world. Class of 2021, the world is waiting. And so as old as we feel today, we're as young as we'll ever be. We're all just starting to learn who we are. And so as we begin to find our feet in the next part of our journey, wherever it is you are going, I hope you find happiness, however you define it. I hope you will live your life actively and with an open heart. And finally, I hope that you will never stop fighting for a world that you love and believe in. I, for one, cannot wait to live in it. Thank you, and congratulations once again. I would now like to introduce our Student Council President, one of the best and brightest I know, Vinayak Nair.
Good morning, Pirate Crew, and welcome back to Pirate News Network. Today is June 18th, 2021, and welcome to your graduation. Yeah, let's go. Class of 2021, we made it. And to celebrate our collective success, I'd like to take a trip back down memory lane, right from the beginning. We set sail off the coast of GMS, came to 346 Clarksville to know what to expect. Welcome to South, the peer leaders exclaimed, felt confused, worried, excited, afraid, but we never had to face our fears alone. Parents, teachers, staff, our bros consistently supported us on our quests, pushing us on. They brought out our bests. Without their help, we couldn't go as far, like a ship without its sails, torn and marred. With guidance, we charted our own courses, inspiring ourselves from various sources. In these 4 years, we learned a fair amount about the world and ourselves, and that's what really counts. Beyond the grade books, I'm proud of what we did. Got passionate, committed, and managed to give back to our community through various means, volunteering, donating, and walking on the streets, holding signs that demanded for justice all around, and a tolerant world that doesn't put people down. Much of this occurring during COVID-19. 6 feet, masked up, washing hands thoroughly. And during this pandemic was a great sacrifice. It was a strain on mental health and a strain on social life, but it opened our eyes to what's really essential and made ordinary moments feel much more special. Despite the storms that we've encountered at sea, we've done more than any crew I've ever seen. Robotics, fencing, student council, lacrosse, musical, debate, orchestra, Red Cross. Through these clubs and more, we left our legacy, left them better than we found for junior years to lead. So where does set sail next? Where do we go? Some will be near and others far from home, but regardless of the various places that we will be, we will push on as the pirates of the sea. I'm proud to have been your captain on this wonderful ride, but I have one last request for you to give a try. While it's easy to forget, please go out of your way to make someone's day today and every day. It was such a privilege and an honor serving as your student council president and sharing countless memories with you all. In my 4 years, I was able to meet some of the most kind, most versatile, most intelligent, and most resilient people. I mean, those speeches were amazing, okay? Thank you, seriously, thank you for everything, and I wish you nothing but the best on all of your future endeavors. A very special thank you goes out to all of the teachers, administrators, counselors, nurses, custodians, staff, and last but not least, our families for helping make these last 4 years fantastic, just fantastic. Amacha, Vaibhav, and to all my Appapans and Ammamas watching from home, thank you, and I love you. To wrap up my speech, I want to end with a quote by Conan O'Brien, someone who I really look up to. Here it goes. Nobody in life gets exactly what they thought they were going to get. But if you work really hard and you're kind, amazing things will happen. I'm telling you, amazing things will happen. And with that, I'd like to pass it off to one of my really good friends and your class historian, Alec Mishra.
My fellow classmates, we finally made it. It's hard to believe that the last time we were all gathered together in one place was homecoming in junior year. But although a lot of time has passed, I feel very fortunate to be speaking before this family one last time. As we look towards our futures, I have one piece of advice for you all. This quote goes back all the way to freshman year, when my biggest concern was finishing my bio lab on time. In April of 2018, I went to a reading by the famous physicist Freeman Dyson at Labyrinth Books, and I asked him if he had any advice for an aspiring engineer like myself. He told me to always make new mistakes. At first, it sounded funny, as if one should always fail. But as I matured during my time at South, I came to learn that failure is learning, and learning is progress. While fear often ensues when we are approached with a daunting task, we are often afraid just because we are hardwired to fear failure. It is often this fear that prevents us from even starting to approach a problem, deeming it impossible before we've even tried to come up with a solution. But whenever something appears difficult, I want you all to remember the experience you've had as a pirate of South. Throughout our time in high school, we've all been challenged in one way or another, and we made it out thriving. The experience we've had together have only made us stronger, preparing us to inherit the world and sail off into the future. So don't be afraid, and always make new mistakes. Well, guys, high school was like a pack in the mail. It's gone. We're all grown up now, ready to live out a new odyssey and tell new tales. And although the pandemic is not yet over, when it does end, I urge you all to reconnect with each other to make up for lost time. It's been an honor to serve as your historian for 3 years, and I appreciate all the love and support you guys have shown me throughout our time together. It's been real, and I know you'll all do great in the future. You all look good in green and gold, so never forget where you came from. Thank you. And now, it would be my honor to introduce my good friend and our class treasurer, Daniel Hu.
Thank you, Alec, for the introduction, and thank you all for being here today. As he said, it's been a long time since we've last been together, but can you believe it? This is nearly the end of our journey. 4 years ago, we all simultaneously stepped into 346 Clarksville Road with the naive confidence that 2021 was too far in the future for us to worry about. But as I stand here today, I am proud to say that I'm part of such a resilient class. Our high school experience, albeit atypical, has seen teenagers become adults, students become scholars, and people become leaders. Looking back on our growth, all of us had one similar motivation to do so: discomfort. Whether it be through taking difficult classes, participating in ambitious extracurriculars, or even playing grueling sports. These moments of anxiety and discomfort may vary from person to person, but they've all defined who we are today. Without them, it is much harder to find the motivation to improve or even to adapt to new surroundings. I think COVID-19 has been the ultimate testament to that ideal, forcing us outside of our comfort zone to create innovative alternatives to our usual way of life. This unique challenge we've endured is why I'm confident that no matter where we all end up, we'll be successful. It's still crazy for me to think that in a couple of months, we pirates will be in every corner of the country, and some of us even around the world. In college and even beyond, draw on the experience we've had. Embrace challenges instead of shying away from them. Thank you all for letting me represent such a talented and diverse class for the last 4 years, and I hope to see many of you in the near future. Next, I'd like to introduce our class secretary and one of my good friends, Jesse Chang.
Thanks, cutie. Hey, Pirates. We've been through many ups and downs this past year. So many unprecedented circumstances have come our way, yet I am amazed by the tenacity and resilience of South's community. All of us, students, staff, and parents, have been pulled out of our comfort zone into the difficult transition of virtual learning. Take some time to congratulate yourself for this achievement. It is no easy feat, staring at a screen for 6 hours every day, though I know that many of us, myself included, are lying in bed when we attend classes. My most recent revelation is investing in a standing desk. I'm less tired, and I can get those nice glutes. That being said, I believe that the pandemic may be a blessing in disguise. I've seen how our class, the most talented and ambitious group of individuals I have ever met, have been able to adapt to this situation. To adapt, I urge you to keep this trait. It is likely that we will all be needing it in the near future, whether it's because of our job, our family, or maybe another pandemic. We need to learn how to adjust to a particular situation, even if they may not be favorable to our standards. I, for one, have completely redefined what I thought my limits were in high school. Faced with many struggles, I learned to effectively handle adversity. It took a lot of time and effort because I was intimidated by change, and I couldn't bring myself to address these problems head on. But if we ignore these challenges, we deny ourselves the opportunity to grow and learn. Don't limit yourself to one particular perspective, because when you change what you believe is possible, you change what becomes possible. Thank you. Now it is my pleasure to introduce your class council vice president, Levi Elias.
It's been a bit confusing, but we all made it, so congratulations. Our experience throughout the past year and a half, and even 4 years, has been interesting, to leave it at that. But we got through it, and within our time at South, each person in our class has accomplished something. Doesn't matter what it is, and now is the time that we get to look back and reflect on the steps we took to get to today. We are walking out of high school with our heads held high, filled with pride, because we did exactly what Bear Grylls told us to do. We improvised, we adapted, and we overcame. We first improvised. We're a class of creators, innovators, and trendsetters who aren't afraid to break the mold. Though we may not have always known exactly what we were doing, we know it was a step in the right direction, and it distinguished ourselves as leaders. Next, we adapted. We first adapted when we came into South as freshmen, then adapted again to school at home, and then again to virtual and hybrid school. And we will continue to adapt in each stage of our lives as we face new challenges, because we will face new challenges, whether you like it or not. And finally, we overcame. We overcame 4 years worth of obstacles set in our path that built us up intellectually, socially, physically, and emotionally to develop our own distinct character. We're all accomplished, we're all dignified, and we're going out into the world with determination in our eyes, knowledge in our heads, and spirit in our hearts. As Toe Mater always says, ain't no need to watch where I'm going, only need to know where I've been. Remember your experiences here in WWP and at South and the impact that it had on you, and grow from it. Continue to learn from it. Take those memories with you on whatever path you choose to remember where you were and how it got you to where you are through improvising, adapting, and overcoming. Thank you. And now, I'd like to introduce you to a man you all know and love, my friend, your class council president, Josh Samuel.
Thank you, Levi. Wow. Congratulations, class of 2021. It is a huge honor to be speaking to such a dedicated, compassionate, hilarious, and intelligent class. A couple months ago, I approached dapper individual Ram Patel and asked him what he thought the moral of my grad speech should be. And he said, keep growing. So I said, Ram, you really think that you and I are qualified to speak about growing? I don't know, maybe Daniel should get that one, bro. I don't know. But he explained to me that we all grew immensely, more than we could have ever imagined. Think about it. Our work ethic has evolved tremendously ever since we stepped within South's so-called walls. Each of us has put in an unbelievable amount of hours into the work that we submit. Each of us has put in a staggering amount of effort into the clubs and sports we were passionate about. Each of us has sat down and tried countless times trying to figure out what really is going on in math class. Each of us has grown socially, making inseparable bonds in unexpected places, like debate tournaments in AP Chem class. We've all grown into nationally distinguished debaters, awe-inspiring singers, awe-inspiring entrepreneurs, stunning singers, astounding artists, future physicians, and so much more. But I've also realized that from here on out, we have to keep growing. From here on out, we are leaving the comfort of our homes, stepping out into the world. From here on out, we must get up every single day with the desire to adapt, the determination to change. The world around us continues to evolve, but this year especially, we have proven ourselves capable of handling anything thrown at us. Our ambition is our power, and there will be days where we struggle, days where we have to fight to get up, but our ambition must keep us going. What I'm trying to say is, there will be situations where we lose sight of these ambitions, but the way we handle these is how we grow. And even though we're officially all grown-ups now, we're nowhere near all grown up now. Thank you to all the administration, parents, teachers, and staff present today for helping us get this far. But now, it's time for us to grow even more remarkably these next 4 years. Congratulations, class of 2021. Stay safe, wash your hands, and may the odds be ever in your favor. I love you guys. And now, introducing the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Leppold.
That's the one person who believed we'd be here in the arena when I said we would back in the fall. Thank you. Dear class of 2021, during your 4 years in and out of South, the class of 2021 has had to be more adaptive, more resilient than any other graduating class. In spite of the obstacles placed in front of you, you have made it. You, the students of the class of 2021, your parents, your teachers, should be proud of this accomplishment. However, you did not get here on your own today, so I ask you to be grateful. Take some time today to thank your parents for all the support they have provided you on your unpredictable journey through high school. Also, I'd like to take a moment to be grateful and thank the incredible and talented, compassionate teachers that pushed and supported the class of 2021 the last 4 years in the classroom and in the Zoom room in and out of South. Additionally, the last 15 months have challenged all of us and our families in many ways. I would like to ask everyone to take a few seconds to remember those people in our lives or in this class who could not be here with us today. Thank you. At graduation, it is customary for me to provide you with advice before you graduate and some hope for your future. First, I'll provide some advice. Take advantage of your opportunities to be present with other people and travel to other places. We learned how quickly those opportunities can be taken away from us. Also, put down your phones when you're with your family and friends and truly be present with them. I think we spent enough time looking at each other through screens this last year. And now for my hope for the class of 2021. My hope for your future is a Franciscan benediction that I have changed for my purposes here at South's graduation. I hope you find discomfort at easy answers, half-truths, and superficial relationships so that you may live deep within your hearts. I hope you find anger at injustice, oppression, and exploitation of people so that you may work for justice, freedom, and peace. I hope you will have tears to shed for those who suffer from pain, rejection, starvation, and war so that you may reach out your hands to comfort and turn their pain to joy. And I hope you live with enough foolishness to believe that you can make a difference in this world so that you can do what others claim cannot be done. It was an honor and a privilege to have this opportunity to serve as your principal. Congratulations, class of 2021. I know you will make us proud. Dr. Adderhold, I certify that this class of 2021 from the West Windsor-Plainsboro High School South has met the requirements as set forth by the New Jersey Department of Education and adopted by the West Windsor-Plainsboro School Board. I would now like to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. David Adderhold.
Members of the Board of Education, distinguished members of the faculty, parents, families, friends, and members of the class of 2020. Based upon the certification and recommendation of Mr. Leppold that the class of 2021 has met the requirements established by the state of New Jersey and the West Windsor-Plainsboro Regional School District, it is my great honor to accept the class of 2021 from High School South. Now, graduates, today is an opportunity to pause in recognition of an achievement well earned. However, this year, graduation also feels a little bit more like a wonderful community reunion, a homecoming of sorts. As more opportunities for celebration and gatherings have occurred, these past few weeks have served as an opportunity to reconnect with families and friends, classmates, neighbors, and colleagues. To the members of our school community, to our parents, to our students, to members of the faculty, I'd like to extend my gratitude to you and to our West Windsor and Plainsboro communities. The care and concern that you have shown towards one another these past 16 months has been heartwarming. Now, graduates, I think I can safely say that these past 16 months have tested us all. As we gather today amidst a global pandemic, we find ourselves joined in celebration with renewed hope for the way things were and a view of how things can be moving forward. A proverbial return to normal. Now, while today is a day for graduation, celebrations, and gatherings with family and friends, the students graduating today must be commended for so much more than making it to an academic finish line of graduation. Throughout your time in West Windsor-Plainsboro, you have shown us there is nothing normal about the way things were before the pandemic. The truth is that every generation brings forth change and builds upon the legacy of generations before them. The students graduating before us have advocated and brought forward changes grounded in environmental policies and sustainability. You have advocated for human rights, protested gun violence after Parkland, participated in Black Lives Matter demonstrations, advocated for the LGBTQIA+ community, focused upon women's rights, advocated for mental health awareness, and staunchly advocated for a diverse, inclusive, and just school community. You have raised funds for victims of hurricanes, floods, fires, and earthquakes. You have supported local community members by donating to Plainsboro Pantry and Homefront. Our students have made us proud over and over and over again. And as you graduate from West Windsor-Plainsboro High School South today, I ask that you take your passions and you use them to advocate for causes in which you are passionate. This pandemic has provided us all an opportunity to refocus on what in which we hold most dear and important. And while this past 16 months has been extremely difficult and isolating at times, they've also provided us an opportunity to see the beauty in humanity and in human spirit, the preservation of innocence, the importance and the belief in science, and a determination for communities committed to a common cause and to one another. To the parents in the arena today, I offer my congratulations to all of you, not just on the graduation of your child today, but on guiding your graduate through challenges and hardships, and for guiding them through and them forward in pursuit of their passions and dreams. Your love and guidance has supported them through these trying times, and their journey has been forever strengthened by your grace, your love, and your guidance. Now, to our graduates, as you reflect on all you have accomplished and all you have overcome, you have persevered and grown forward with strength, dedication, and unyielding determination. I ask you to think about your legacy. Think about the contributions you want to make. What will be the gift that you leave upon the world? Now, your path forward is bright. Be proud in all that you have accomplished and all that you will contribute. Always remember to advocate for causes in which you are passionate. Continue to make a commitment to communities to which you live, organizations to which you serve, and friends and family to whom you love. Class of 2021, you have made us proud. Job well done. Best of luck. Go forth and make a difference in this world. Best wishes on your journey. Now, before I turn the program over to our board president, I would be remiss if I did not pause to say one additional congratulations. And I'm going to need your support in a few moments in this. To Mr. Leppold, special congratulations to you on your upcoming retirement. On behalf of the faculty, parents, students, on behalf of our school community, Mr. Leppold, thank you for your 21 years of service. You embody the pride and spirit that you profess. Each email that Mr. Leppold sends to his faculty ends with, "Proud to be a pirate." Thank you for steering the ship these past 9 years as our principal of High School South, for the 5 years you gave Grover as the principal, and the time you served as assistant principal and a language arts teacher at High School South before that. Know that as you retire, you have left an indelible mark on your students and staff to which you have served. We wish you best wishes in your retirement. And now I ask the class and our school community to join me in recognition of Mr. Leppold. Thank you. At this time, it's my great honor and privilege to invite our board president, Michelle Case, to the podium.
I am honored to be here, speaking on behalf of the Board of Education and celebrating the achievements of the West Windsor-Plainsboro High School South class of 2021. After more than a year of cancellations and quarantines, we are extremely grateful to be together today, sharing in your excitement as graduating seniors and in the tremendous pride of your teachers, families, and friends. The class of 2021 will undoubtedly be remembered as among the most famous in school history. Throughout your life, you will have a unique story to tell about the events of your junior and senior years. The last 15 months have been challenging and difficult for everyone. But for you and your families, we recognize it has been particularly hard. Please know that we share in your feelings of disappointment from missed experiences and opportunities. While we cannot give you back those once-in-a-lifetime moments, we can acknowledge that it hurts. Navigating high school in WWP is demanding. A global pandemic makes it exponentially so. But no life path is a straight line, and hurdles will always be part of your journey. Challenging times teach us empowering lessons. You, class of 2021, have had a crash course. Even in the most stressful times, we can find small lights in the dark. You know how your parents and grandparents always talk about when they were kids, they walked 5 miles to school every day in the rain and snow, uphill both ways? Yeah, well, that's nothing. There will come a time when you get to tell the stories about the year when you struggled to figure out which hybrid day it was when every day was Blur's Day. You will smile when you recall attending school from your bed and not knowing what asynchronous meant. And you will fondly reminisce about the good old days when your gym activity was a TikTok dance challenge and your part-time job was providing tech support for your teachers and parents. Despite the demands of virtual or hybrid or all-in learning, or maybe because of them, as students in WWP, you have acquired the tools for lifelong learning and the ability to make meaning of the world around you. As you exit high school and get on the ramp that will lead to whatever is next, I hope you remember to take direction from your moral compass. Chart your own course and turn obstacles into opportunities. Don't look down on anyone unless you're helping them up. Strive to be thoughtful and loyal and to leave the world a little better than you found it. Take actions that embody kindness and take notice of others that do too. And enjoy the little things, because one day you may look back and realize they were the big things. People reach their full potential when encouraged to believe it is possible. On behalf of the Board of Education, I want to congratulate you all and wish you the best of luck moving forward. Make us proud, class of 2021. We believe in you. And now it's the part that everybody's been waiting for. It's time for the student council to list the names of all our High School South graduates.
Sana Acharya. Anson Arith. Samvit Agarwal. Natalie Agnes. Davin Agarwala. Nabil Ahmed. Tuba Ahmed. Carl Anthony Alejandro. Reva Aladi. Annika Alonzo. Elizabeth Alvarez. Pranav Ambakar. Kavya Anandan. Vishnu Anandraj. Pranav Anil. Marcus Antoine. Jaleel Archie. Aishwarya Arumugam. Anshul Arvind. Shreya Ashok. Deepthi Atreya. Smriti Atreya. Vitter Badarayan. Andy Bay. Gabrielle Bailey. Ria Bajaj. Francis Ball. Tanya Banerjee. Daniel Baumgartner. Leo Berger. Olivia Bernheisel. Antonio Barrios. Sachi Bagwa. Vani Bhatnagar. Erica Bott. Sanjita Bhattacharya. Charmeen Bhavsar. Urvi Bojani. Aryan Bujbal. Kazim Bilal. Patoy Biswaz. Lindsay Bisnoff. Shira Black. Akash Boba. Rhiannon Bowman. Nadira Brown Terrell. Griffin Bruno. Elisa Boucher. Juliana Bushbinder. Heather Butler. Sydney Caldwell. Sophia Capuano. Emilio Cardenas. Marissa Carroll. Priyanka Chakrabarty. Arjun Chakraborty. Sunit Chakraborty. Alicia Chang. Peyton Chang. Evan Chartok. Mayank Chauhan. Chelsea Chen. Ethan Chen. Irina Chen. Melinda Chen. Jesse Chang. Subramaniam Chetty. Noah Choi. Varun Chavatia. Vineet Chavatia. Catherine Chu. Anastasia Shishkova. Vade Chug. Arvind Chindu. Jack Churinskis. Altoric Clark Jr. Mila Svetanovic. Saru Dewey. Akitha De Silva. Robert Dean. Lena Dellinger. Anjali Dev.
Om Deshmukh. Shreya Deshmukh. Manya Devaprasad. Omaris Diaz. Claudia Dobrowolski. Sophia Dorado. Matthew Dorfman. Emma Dreger. Charvi Dua. Rachana Dubey. Sedona Dunn. Madhura Idavyanamath. Levi Elias. Sophia Engelsos. Jordan Essie. Amin Etuati. Justin Evans. Andrew Fan. Saida Rabab Fatima. Calvin Fox. Mia Fremder. Michael Fridkin. Fennel Gala. Nevada Ganeshan. Stephen Gao. Abhinav Garlapati. Emma Gartenberg. Miriam George. Atharv Gon. Varsha Galarhali. Pranay Gomes. Sreya Gopala. Adi Gopi. Charlotte Grace. Terry Graves. Taryn Green. Eric Gronich. Daniel Grund. Justin Guest. Pranav Gamaluri. Wen Yi Guo. Asmi Guru. Guha Guru Shankar. Edmund Hammerly. Naima Hampton Miller. Meg Hansen. Daphne Howe. Moses Harris. Emily Harshaw. Anisha Hartman. Dingxian He. Penelope Helk. Pranav Hemant. Catherine Hesterberg. Brandon Heyman. Christopher Howard. Madeline Xiao. Andy Hu. Daniel Hu. Kevin Hu. Adam Huang. Spencer Huang. Elizabeth Hung. Samid Hussein. Dashik Iyengar. Ishita Jadan. Manan Jain. Dhruvil Jasani. Madison Jaspers. Kennedy Jean-Jacques. Andrew G. Bindu Madhav Jaluri. Allison Juma. Pranav Kalambol. Ian Kaplan.
Anika Kapoor. Rashima Kasi. Priyanka Kaul. Elnasia Kelly. Yash Keshav Patnam. Rajat Kurana. John Kiernan. Luke Kiernan. Yashashvi Kishore. Ann Klugerman. Elise Co Davis. Ankit Kodlapur. Marie Kamishki. Aheli Konar. Zumana Konate. Leela Narasimha Konatum. Mahita Kundri. Igor Kozmashev. Noah Krozik. Bharat Krishnan. Sona Krishnan. Iriayo Kuku. Karan Kumar. Claudia Lee. Brianna Lee. Joseph Lee. Kaylin Lee. Jackson Lamont. Arthur Lee. Chung Lee. Mason Lim. Vicky Liu. Tanaya Livingston. Danielle Lubers. Sophia Ureski. Vonnie Lorish. Owen Lundy. Laura Ma. Maya Mabry. Rishi Madala. Navya Magapu. Namai Mahajan. Tinny Mack. Sushant Malipati. Sadika Mamadi. Supriya Mamadi. Ariana Mancuso. Elijah Manguel. Abe Mankville. Morgan Mayer. Daniel Mazer. Caitlin McClanahan. Anha Mehta. Roots Mehta. Ethan Myers. Miriam Mendez. James Miles. Nathan Millinger. Shayla Mills. Amber Min. Yash Merg. Shayan Mizra. Alexandra Mishra. Naksh Mitra. Shrida Mittal. Siddhant Mittal. Sara Modan. Gaurav Mohanty. Porvi Mohapatra. Faustina Montmer. Damian Moshman.
Trisha Morali. Tanishk Aryan Mayadin. Ankita Nair. Pranav Pramad Nair. Sonia Nair. Vinayak Nair. Suhith Nandiala. Jay Narayanan. Caitlin Ng. Elizabeth Nielsen. Manit Niwas. Siri Okamoto. Isheli Otwani. Akshata Podolkar. Jakrika Pagadala. Ishita Pandi. Satya Pandya. Juliana Erica Pangelinin. Anirudh Papu. Hiram Park. Chaitanya Parwal. Alexandra Pashkover. Mary Pashkover. Catherine Pascarella. Daria Patel. Karan Patel. Ram Patel. Chirag Patil. Alex Patilson. Alicia Peng. Anaya Perez. Spencer Perrine. Ivy Pico. Isha Pillai. Rebecca Pollard. Thomas Polson. Rocco Procaccini. Ilsa Kadir. Abdul Rahman Kasir. Alexander Chin. Mahika Rachamalu. Zainab Ramani. Priyanka Rajan. Sid Rajput. Keshav Rahman. Raghunandan Rahman. Neve Ramani. Niraj Ramesh. Cheyenne Ramos. Jay Rana. Patrick Rankin. Harshdeep Rathore. Riddhi Reddy. Nitin Raganti. Danilo Reese. Prithvi Narayan Rivori. Yusuf Rezvi. Robert Ridley III. Jacqueline Rima. Victoria Rivera. Sanjana Rabi. Alexandra Rome. Emily Rosario. Asta Rossi. Pearl Poppy Kylie Rowland. Kyle Rudder. Madison Rudder. Arshvir Sachdeva. Danya Sakrin. Trisha Saldanha. Warda Samad. Joshua Samuel. Rex Sapienza. Arya Sosne. Sana Sataye. Jonathan Sauer. Rachel Seasonwine. Alfred Service. Michal Shafiq.
Kayla Shah. Vaishali Shah. Ghulam Fatima Shahid. Vanisha Shaikh. Joseph Shan. June Shao. Ansh Sharma. Isha Sharma. Sarang Sharma. Mark Sheffield. Joshua Shaquette. Jia Lee Shi. Nina Schinder. Isha Shrivas. Ekaterina Shvets. Cynthia Sierra. Skylar Simon. Akansha Singh. Arjun Singh. Harsh Singh. Lakshmi Sinha. Suneha Sinha Ray. Zara Sergaro. Harrison Smith. Glory Snyder. Savannah Snyder. Nikhil Srinivasan. Shreya Srinivasan. Anna Stucker. Sakith Subramanian. Carol Swin. Aditya Sundar. Yasasvi Talapanini. Tyler Tam. Zhao Tan. Jeffrey Tang. Varun Tawari. Adarsh Thakur. George Tharuva Parambil. Anurag Kashyap Thagarchadu. Mark Tiganilla. Chihao Tong. Rachel Trokenheim. Julia Turkanu. Ananya Udyavar. Sriyank Vadlamani. Alexander Valentino. Gunjan Valaramani. Harini Srimandri Venkata Chalapathy. Pratyush Venkatesh. Raghavi Venkatesh. Vivida Venkatrajan. Reni Victoria. Varshini Vimal. Joseph Vincent. Matteo Vitaloni. Mikhailo Volkov. Cameron von Tolgenberg. Alisa Vukovic. Jia Chang Wang. Zaya Williams. Nicholas Witkowski. Chloe Wallahan. Lennon Wong. Molly Wong. Emily Wu. Catherine Xiang. Albert Shao. Alec Xie. Raymond Xiong. Sydney Yam. Meghana Yanamandra. Ashrit Yarava. Eric Yee. Nicholas Yeah. Harrison Young. Alex Yu. Eric Yu. Isabella Zacchini. Bill Zhang. Edward Zhang. Alan Zhang.
It's been an honor serving you guys these past 5 years as your president, but now it's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Please rise, class of 2021. Where's my tassel? Move your tassel from your right-hand side to your left-hand side. Congratulations, class of 2021. You've officially graduated. We're out of here.
Just a reminder, class of 2021, you need to find your counselors to get your diploma backstage. Again, class of 2021, backstage, find your guidance counselor for your diploma. Class of 2021, you need to go backstage, find your school counselor to get your diploma. Again, class of 2021, you should be heading backstage, find your counselor, they will hand you your diploma.